then you're gonna need the following ingredients. I have here 2 oranges, 3 cloves of garlic, 1.5 limes. I just had an extra one laying around. You can use 2 or 1. I prefer 1. And I have 2 lemons, cleaned and took the seeds out of it. I have basically here 2 heaping tablespoons of salt, maybe a little bit more than 3 heaping tablespoons of salt. And I have the following essential ingredients you'll need to make the pollo a la brasa. So you'll need this right here. You can find this in the Spanish or Latin American aisle. They have it in like where all the other like Mexican foods are and all the other like foreign products in the supermarket. Well, here where I live. We have aji panca, it's called. And then we have aji amarillo. You see this Peru, it says Peru food. And then we have ajo, which is garlic paste. And we have this, which is rocoto, red hot pepper paste. And the last ingredient is this, and black mint. So I already have my chicken here, cleaned, washed everything. I cleaned all the pieces off I didn't want from it. So I'm gonna start with, I got everything all together right now. All the ingredients I told you guys before, the paste, all my citrus, the cloves of garlic. I also forgot to tell you, some oil, regular cooking oil. So I'm gonna start first by putting the salt on the chicken first. So just sprinkle it all on my hand. I don't like to just pour all the salt in. That's not the proper technique. And you don't have to use this much salt. This isn't, you don't have to use this much salt. It's not really necessary like that. You don't have to use as much, but per se, it's your taste, you know? I didn't use all the salt I had here. Like I said, I did about 3 heaping tablespoons worth, 3 large scoops essentially, but I used it sparingly. I just used it to coat all of the chicken efficiently, you know. So I'm gonna flip it over, flip it back over. All that salt is in there already, and I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of oil, just so the oil can stick to it. And I'm gonna squeeze all my citrus over it. Squeeze the orange juice going all over there. Oh yeah, orange. And you make this for the family, man. Everyone's gonna be real happy, real happy person. I make this all the time for my mother, my mother-in-law, everybody, a lot of people. Everybody loves it. So this is what I usually do too. You got the orange juice. Get rid of that seed right there. Try to take out all the seeds if you can. It makes your life a lot easier. You don't want to be struggling with seeds and shit. You don't want to be dealing with that. Who want to be dealing with that? Right? So, okay. We got our lemon juice all over now. Squeezing the lemons. 2 lemons right now. You could also add cilantro to it. When you can add cilantro when you're cooking it and marinating it, but I don't feel like that's necessary, because I feel like cilantro, you don't really taste it once it's cooked out in like chicken and stuff. It's better when you add it to it afterwards when it's fresh. You know, it's a lot better. So essentially I just squeezing all my lemons on here, you know, as usual. And then last but not least is the limes. Squeeze all the lime all over. If you feel like the limes aren't releasing any juice, what you can do is before you cut it, you can roll it out, like smush it on the cutting board or on the countertop and roll it out, and it'll release a little bit more juice. It'll be a lot easier. So another one, the last citrus. That's done. All right, now I'm gonna start adding in the paste. So I got all my paste right here. So I'm gonna do. You got to be careful with some of these pastes. Some of these pastes are pretty strong in flavor, so you want to use them sparingly and in like certain quantities in batches. So I'm gonna add right now the first paste I'm gonna put in. I'm gonna do all the hot stuff first. So I'm gonna do the panca, aji panca. It's more of like a smoky chili kind of flavor. So I'm gonna do two. This is like a teaspoon. This is a small spoon. So I'll do a small. Top of that. That's 1 spoon. 2 spoons. And then once again, wash it off. Go again. These are all just different like chili paste, but this is what the Peruvians use to make everything. And this, next I'm gonna add red hot pepper. This is spicy, very spicy. So use this, and unless you like it's really spicy, use it sparingly. So I'm gonna do 1 spoon. 1 spoon, that's it. And then I'm gonna do a spoon of aji amarillo. A little bit less than I did for the ricotta. You can use the same amount for both of these, but I like a little bit of spicy, you know. But if you want to keep it cool for everybody, keep it kosher for everybody. And then last, I'm going to add my garlic paste. So now with the garlic paste, this is one thing you're going to use a nice amount of. Wait, there's one more thing we're going to add to. We're going to do about, let's do about 3.5 scoops, 3.5 teaspoons. And then last thing we're gonna add is our black mint paste. I'm gonna do 1 whole spoon. This stuff is kind of strong. You don't need too much of it. You can do 1.5. It's kind of strong. But fellas, if you cooking for your lady and you trying to impress your lady tonight and you want her to be happy, this is what's gonna do it. So I got all the paste in there. I'm gonna get this mixed up. You can use your hands or gloves or whatever you have. Some people like to use their hands. Some people like to use gloves and stuff. It's whatever you want, you know. Okay, guys, what's up? I got the oven set. Oven's getting hot. You want to get your oven hot. Preheat your oven to 375. All right, so guys, I got everything getting ready to go in the oven. I got my oven hot at 375. So I'm gonna let it bake in the oven for about an hour and 30 minutes, or basically, essentially, until it's pretty much roasted all the way through. And there's lots of great color, but the good amount of time I would use is definitely 45 minutes to an hour. Don't rush it. Take your time. Let it cook in the oven, and take your time. Definitely, this is not something you want to rush. This is something you want to do when you have like time. You don't have. Just take your time. It's no rush. Just let it get nice and roasted. So I'm gonna pop this right in the oven. And if you don't have a Dutch oven like this, you can use whatever you want, whatever you honestly have. And there we go. Our chicken is in. So we're gonna set that in for about an hour at 375 Fahrenheit. Alright. Okay, so guys, I'm showing you now how to make the green sauce that goes with roasted chicken. So I'm gonna show you my take basically on the green sauce. What you're gonna need is a little bit of olive oil, some herbs. So you'll need cilantro, mostly cilantro, a little bit of parsley, and some basil. You don't have to add that. You can just use cilantro. It's fine. Some lemon, lime, and you can use the same paste that you had before that I told you guys to use. Black mint, pacate, ajo, and aji amarillo. This stuff tastes awesome. So, alright, I'm going to show you guys essentially what to do. So you're going to start by taking the bunch of herbs or greens, putting it inside. Make sure everything's inside, all that good stuff. And then, okay, so you're going to get I already put salt, herbs, and the oil in. You just do a little spurt like so, like that. That's fine. And then you're gonna take the 3 paste again. So you're gonna do 1 large scoop. And then you're gonna do 1 large scoop of ricotta. I meant amarilla. Alright, we'll do 1 more. This stuff tastes really good. And then we're gonna do 1 more scoop of. We're gonna do 1 scoop of garlic paste. And then I'm gonna add in the lemon juice. Make sure there's no seeds, like so. Like me, I was being lazy just now. Get your lemon juice in there. This stuff is gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good. You're gonna be wondering, like, what are you doing, Troy? What are you doing? You're gonna be wondering, but you'll see. You'll see, like so. Let me see. So I'm gonna put the top on. Get it closer to me. It's gonna be a little loud. You might want to turn it down for a second. You're gonna thank me for the warning in advance. So just pulse it. See, like so. You see, essentially it's created. Yeah, sorry, I had to cut the camera. Okay guys, I'm back. I added 1 more scoop of aji amarillo. Still tasted pretty good though. And I'm gonna blend it 1 more time. Just keep scraping the sides, as you can see. Scrape a little sides, so pulse it. You just wanted to keep blending. Okay, now that's done. You can add your cream, or if you're allergic to dairy, you can do this with mayonnaise. That works too. Or you could just, yeah, that's the other alternative. Yeah, but that'll work. And then I'm just gonna add in 1 spoonful for now. Maybe go 1.5. So then I'm gonna put it back on. I'm gonna blend it back in. You can see, look. I'm gonna add 1 more scoop in. You see, sauce is coming out, and this is all you need. Just telling you, it's all you need. Just a little salt, a little lime. These pastes right here, they're cheap at the supermarket. You can buy them anywhere if you live like in New York or any area that's like that has any like multicultural supermarkets. You can buy them almost anywhere, you know. So they're just awesome, you know. It's just amazing to have all this culture. 1 more time, I'm gonna pulse it up again. Chicken is done after 1:30. Nice and roasted. Lots of color, and that's the green sauce. Smooth, tasty. Everything came out good. I made some extra. I had some extra leftover vegetables in the fridge, so I used some corn, carrots, and mushrooms with dill and parsley. And this is some rice. I used the paste. I had leftover garlic paste, mint paste, the black mint paste, and some just onions and garlic. Just easy, but it's nice having you guys. Now I'm gonna enjoy this. Stay hungry, y'all.